Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Oh, my thing's on. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's so loud. I can't even hear right now. Oh god, I hope my okay, no, we're fine. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm an hour late as usual. I was literally supposed to stream. Oh god, actually I think I'm a little bit more than an hour. I think I'm more than an hour late. I'm actually like almost 2 hours late to stream. That's really bad. Okay. I know that's really bad. But the thing is, okay, well I don't know how to justify it. I literally the reason why I'm so late cuz okay, well hold on. I have to go back a little bit. Also, I need a okay, so first of all, hold on. I'm trying to fix the camera. First of all, hi. I don't know if anyone can actually see any changes right now. I need to put on some music that's not. There you go. I don't know if anyone can see any recent changing. Okay. All right. Hold on. My puppet's not here. All right. There you go. Hey, Squid. Oh god, I was supposed to, okay, now we're here. Yeah, I was supposed to start literally like almost 2 hours ago or something like that. Very, very late start for right now. But I don't know how to, I don't, okay, well, there's no really excuse on why I started super late, but it was more of just I fell asleep. I just fell asleep for a lot longer than I should have. And I was thinking like, wait, why did I start so late? Oh god. Because I was originally supposed to start 2 hours later, or 2 hours before, and it was actually around the perfect time. And I was thinking to myself, well, I could probably go take a nap for a little bit, right? A 30-minute nap, but the 30-minute nap kind of turned into like, after like, I think it was like 30, or after it was like 4. No. It was like 3:50. I looked at the time and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to hit my 4 o'clock timeline or my 4 time. And after that, I was like, I'll start at 4:30. And then another 30 minutes goes by and it's like 4:29 or no, it's like 4:20 something. And I was like, well, it'd be weird to start off at 4:30. So why don't we push it to 5? And then 5 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start at 5:30. And it just kept getting worse and worse every single time it happened. And I mean, that's just basically where we are right now. That's basically why I started super late. At least later than what I'm supposed to be starting. But I don't know if anyone. I don't know if you can. I don't know how. I don't know. This is more for future reference. If anyone knew or not knew, if anyone does kind of watch the VODs or something, and kind of has watched the older art stuff that I've done. For one, I have new gloves. They're not. Wait, I still have them. They're not the old. They're not the old. What is it called? Blue gloves that I used to wear when I drew. But I actually bought myself a new pair of black gloves, or not just one, but like a lot of latex black gloves, so it would actually match a little bit better. Well, also it was also because I was supposed to do art streams. Not art streams. I was supposed to do cooking streams, but the problem is that my laptop is too weak in order to run those. It's too weak to run streams for whatever. Do you sweat in these gloves? Kind of, a little bit. It's more, even if I do sweat, it's gonna be more inside rather than the outside. Because right now, I have okay, I have a whole new setup right now, and but the setup that the things that I normally have to wear, I don't want to say it depends the temperature, because right now before I stream, I have to turn off both fans in my room. I have to close the door, and I have to lock it. And I have to basically close everything in my room so that I can actually get the best sound quality right now. I mean, the sound quality for me, like on my end, like the microphone, it's kind of it's okay. It's okay. It could be better, but right now it's pretty it could be better, but it's a little it's hard to get a live microphone sounding really good if I don't have I'm not trying to run a podcast. But I got the microphone sounding as best as I could. But I have to turn off all of the appliances and stuff like that in order to get the sound quality really good. And on top of that, that kind of helps with the oh god, just get a boom mic. I have a really good I actually do technically have a boom mic. I technically do have one. It's because my microphone is hanging from the not the ceiling, but it's hanging down in front of me because I have a little stand that's actually kind of showing it. I can't really. I can't. I would love to turn the camera around and show you it, but okay. But first of all, I got new equipment. That's leading to another thing where I got new equipment. I don't know if anyone's watched my oh, okay, also my microphone's a little loud. Hold on. I don't know if anyone's watched my old stuff before, but my microphone quality, or not my microphone quality, um my camera quality was a little bit I think it played at around it didn't look like 720p. I don't remember what it looked like. It didn't look like 720p, but I upgraded to 1080. I think it was 1080p. So I'm getting better camera quality. Also, well, I can also do a lot of other cool things too. Like for example, like if I really wanna like zoom in to like an art piece, I could really zoom in. Like let me zoom in real quick, and then you can kind of see the details of some art. Or if I want to, I can kind of show you my surroundings. I can kind of go a little bit out. I can go out and you can see kind of my desk if a little bit. You can see like I don't know. You can see I don't know. You can see a lot more of me. You can't really see me my pants because I mean that's another precaution that I have. Going back to the whole I need to fix the camera actually. There you go. Going back to the whole like do I sweat in my hands? I kind of do because I wear. Not only do I turn off all of my stuff. Okay, why is the camera shaking? Hold on. Not only do I turn off all of the stuff or all of my things, right? But I also I wear like the long sleeves, and I also wear like very long pants while I do these things, just in case like I have a camera failure where the camera that I have right now just kind of falls onto the thing, or it just tumbles or something like that, and it would kind of expose me. But I'm wearing like a lot of layers right now to kind of hide what I look like. So I don't want to say I normally sweat in gloves, but I'm more sweating just like because everything's hot right now, and that's just kind of how it is. Also, I don't know what would be better, if I should have the camera like this or if I should have the camera like this. With this, you could see more of the art. With this, you can really see the arts. Also, the stand's a little weird. Yeah, it's kind of leaning. Hold on. Okay, so I do have new stands and equipment, but the problem is that hold on. I have a lot of new equipment right now, especially one that holds my camera. But the problem is that I'm not good at fixing all this stuff to where it doesn't, you know. Hold So this is kind of a test stream in its own way. Also, I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming. I would love to stream a little bit more, and I know I keep saying, okay, I think that's actually a lot better. I know I keep saying that I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming, but I think this is one of the streams where it's gonna be like, I actually don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming, because for one, I actually have a lot of work that I have to kind of finish, and two, I don't know. Very lately, I've been kind of busy. I've been kind of busy lately, so like for example, yesterday I couldn't stream yesterday because I just had a lot of work to do, and and it kind of sucks because I really want to do stuff, or because well, I don't know how to explain it. I actually have the time to do a lot of things regarding, like, you know, I have time to do a lot of things regarding any other stuff, but for whatever reason, I just, this whole week has just been extremely busy lately. Well, not just that, but it's also very stressful. It's very stressful because, like, I don't know how to really get too detailed into it. Like, I don't have to get detailed, but to kind of sum it up, I need to move my chair to the side. To kind of sum it up, I have to do a lot of stuff in order to finish. Well, no, I got a lot of things I have to do kind of crammed into one thing, or into, like, I have to finish like 3 things within a span of a week. And it's kind of like, it's really big, honestly, and I didn't really have the time or the luxury to kind of like plan it out, because I had 2 things that I was already busy with, and the third thing that I was busy with 1 thing already, and that would take up like 80% of my time, and I had another thing that I had to kind of work on as well afterwards, and that was that didn't take up too much time, but it definitely took up a noticeable amount of time for me to complete it. But literally not even a week beforehand, or no, it probably was a week beforehand, they gave me something else that I have to work on, and that little thing kind of messed me up, and I had to abandon a lot of the things that I was currently working on, like even regarding work. Because I could not just I couldn't do it, because the thing that they gave me was so last minute that I had to finish it, which I haven't finished yet. Like, they gave me 3 projects within a span of like 2 weeks, and then on the last minute, within the last week, they gave me another thing and told me to do it with no exceptions. And like, I kind of have to do it, because if I don't do it, then I'm gonna just end up getting fired. And it's very bad because unlike some other people that I work with, they don't really, they work, but they don't really have too many things to do afterwards. So they can go home and just kind of like focus on the stuff. But with me, I have to do a lot of other things. But besides doing, I don't know, it's very difficult for me to do stuff. But at least after tomorrow, it should be a lot better. Because after tomorrow, I should be able to just do really what I want, I guess. Oh my god, it's getting really hot in this, actually. It's getting really hot in this thing. But yeah, that, I don't know. It got really stressful for me that I can't even. I'm gonna see if I can try to draw. One thing I should say is I have it as just chatting, but I don't know. Oh god. All I know is that it's extremely stressful. In fact, I wasn't even supposed to be streaming today. Like, in fact, the nap that I actually took right now, was actually supposed to be like my recovery for all the stress and like work that I kind of had to do. So that I mean, because the nap was needed, but like I don't know, it's so much had happened that it's really difficult for me to explain. Also, I want to see if I do draw something, will we be able to see it, or do I have to switch lights? I might have to dim it. I don't know. Oh Jesus. So okay, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm gonna at least try to draw something for October. But I don't really have an idea. The drawing that I'm gonna be doing is actually gonna be going in front of my door on Halloween nights, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be Halloween themed. But I don't exactly know what I'm gonna be trying to draw. Well, actually, no, I do know what I want to draw. It's gonna be kind of like, hold on. It's gonna be kind of like this. This is an old drawing, by the way. It's an old drawing that I did not too long ago, but it's definitely a little bit older. And what I want to do is I want to be able to draw something similar to this, but it's gonna be Halloween themed, where it has like all the members are like holding like their own trick or treats or something like that, and like they're holding their own like candy and saying like Happy Halloween, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know. It's gonna go in front of our door, and there's gonna be more than this. I'm also gonna like add like extra. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I want to draw something for it, but I also don't know what I want to draw at the same time. Also, yeah, I'm only gonna be doing this for about like maybe the next about 35 minutes. About 35 minutes or something like that. Because I don't want to stream super late. Because again, one of the thing is that I stream. One thing I do notice is that if I stream a lot later, I don't know. I can't really stream. Okay, well, it's not that I can't stream later. It's more of that if I stream later and something happens where I want to stay, I'll end up staying super later in the nights than what I want to. So my kind of goal is to stream super early, so that if it hello goat. These are hand picks. No, but the goal was that if I streamed a little earlier, then that means if something does happen to where I want to stay a little bit longer, I can stay a little bit longer without having to do anything too crazy. Also, I don't know if I want to draw anything Halloween related. Because again, I like kind of like what I was explaining before. I've been having a little bit of an art block. Not art block because like I don't know what to draw, but more of like I'm kind of stressed on what to draw. Draw hands. Is this what you came for? Is this what you like? I don't even know if you've have you been to a drawing stream that I've done before? Cuz normally I would stream super late. Ooh, what's the next stream that we're doing? You don't think so? Yeah, I know. Normally when I stream doing like things like this, I stream super late, like almost like midnight late for a lot of people, or like literally in the mornings where no one can even watch it. Also, I'm having an art block. I legit am having an art block right now. I don't think I'm gonna draw anything. It's 1 a.m. here. Oh my god. Yeah, see that. Kind of my point why I wanted to stream earlier, because just kind of like what I said is if I stream a little bit, or actually, okay, I didn't say it, but I was actually supposed to stream at this point. I did at this point right now, I was supposed to stream 2 hours ago, but I was, again, the nap that I normally the nap that I normally sleep at, or time that I normally, I don't know, it just lasted a lot longer than I would want to. Also, it's super hot in my room. God, I didn't know what to draw, so I was just doodling random stuff. I was gonna try to draw something Halloween related, but the problem is that I have a lot of art block right now. Well, actually, yeah, well, this is actually a great example. Very recently, for the past week or so, I've been trying to draw. Like, I don't know what was up with me for the week, but the week beforehand, I was able to draw. Okay, I need to disable performance mode. Hold on. The week beforehand, I was able to draw things like kind of like stuff like this, right? And it'd look all gray and all detailed. But then I would immediately try drawing, not this. I'd immediately try drawing another. Oh God. Like, I would have the idea of like a scene or something like that, right? And this was supposed to be an illustration for another scene. And it was going to be a drawing of him looking at another character, and then you could see the entire background. But he's not coming out well. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll try drawing a different thing. And then I tried drawing another stuff. Actually, no, I think I tried drawing the same scene, but I kind of moved it up a little bit. I tried moving it up a little bit, but the problem is that I cannot draw the jaw anymore. And same thing with over here. Well, I don't know if you can even see it. I have a lot of eraser marks right here that kind of ruin the page. And I was like, okay, well, I can't draw on this one. So I tried drawing again. This one came out a little bit better. But for whatever reason, it looks a little unnatural to me. I don't know what it is about it, but something about it did not come out right. I don't know. It didn't. It's not going. It's not. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's not really my kind of standard right now. Something about the head shape does not sit well with me. It's even, but something about it when I was drawing it did not fit well with me. There you go. So I had to scrap this one too. And then it made me draw this one. And this one, okay, this one's good, right? But I noticed that I don't know what happened, but like I kind of forgot how to draw certain things. So I kind of, okay, so I was at a point where I was drawing and my art style was kind of changing from this type of style. 1,000 tries for one drawing, I feel like. Yeah, exactly. I was drawing something. Oh, okay. I was in the middle of a transition. Also, this isn't an art stream. It's just talking stream. I like having something here. But I was trying to move away from this type of style of drawing. I like the style of drawing, but if I go back to my other drawing, I've been kind of getting the if I go back to the other drawing, I've been having the habit of incorporating the jaws with the jaws and the muzzles would be like kind of a separate thing rather than be floating there. You can see this one a little bit better. Sorry, I could see the camera shaking. But yeah, you can see this a little bit better. Like the jaw is incorporated with the it's two separate bits. So like the jaw's here, and then you got the muzzle here, clearly defined. This one's not so much, but it's kind of clearly defined. And that's kind of been happening for the past couple of other drawings that I've done. Okay, so this is the old style. Oh, wait, hold on. So this is the old style of what I tried drawing. And again, I don't have any problems with it. But I don't. I've been trying to move away from the floating mouth. I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying to move away from the floating mouth where you can clearly see the jawline. I don't know. There's something about this that I do not quite like. So I've been experimenting with like drawing like the jaws and nose separately. This one, okay, I failed on this one too. This is my persona. But yeah, I don't know. I have not been able to draw for quite some time because I don't know if it's because of stress or if it's because of just I don't know. It's not that I don't want to draw. It's just I want to draw something. I don't know what's happening. My ability to draw right now is not it's not there. I could try drawing right now. But the problem is, okay, but now I'm having an art block of I don't know what I'm going to draw. I guess, okay, there's a scene I can try drawing. Just keep drawing and improving. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try doing. Again, I don't know what's up with me. Maybe it's just this week. Again, the past week, I've been super stressed about everything. That I can't really enjoy things as I normally did. And this is kind of a telltale to that. I would love to stream a lot longer, but I'm gonna be cutting it straight because I can already tell that right now. I'm kind of going off of like I can tell I'm kind of going off that I'm I swear I can't think of the hand thing. Don't worry, don't worry. No one will be able to see my hands. Having too much stress makes sense. It can corrupt your normal routines. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I could tell right now that like streaming, I love being able to stream, but right now I can definitely tell that the stress is kind of getting to me, and it should okay. Today's the last, or no, not today. Tomorrow will be the last day that I'm gonna be able to be good, because after tomorrow, well, I mean, I might still be stressed actually. I don't know how to explain it. But my work kind of put me in a position where I'm gonna be extremely stressed. I was extremely stressed for the last week, so I can't really do things normal without kind of having that in the back of my mind. And I guess you could say it's really affecting my art in a way, because I've been wanting to draw something. Good luck with work. Oh, thank you. But like, okay, for example, streaming wise, I can definitely tell that right now I'm going based off of like, I guess you could say muscle memory of how I would stream. I guess muscle memory of streaming. And I still am myself in a way, but I'm definitely more of like a more stressed out version of myself right now. So I'm not gonna be that funny. Not like normal. Not like the last stream that we had, which was absolutely great. Absolutely great. Because I want to talk... This stream, I actually wanted to talk more about the thing with... more stories that I've had. But I can definitely... I'm not going to share it right now because I want to save it to a point where I'm actually like super intense and hyped up. Because if I were to tell it to you now, it would be very... I don't want to say it would be bland, but you could definitely tell like you could definitely tell that like there's a little tone that like I'm a little stressed right now. And I want to be able to tell these stories where like it's actually like, what am I listening to? I want to be able to tell these stories where I'm like actually at a great like like I guess you could say great mood in all honesty. Because again, that's the whole point. I'm looking forward to hearing more weird stories. Yeah, don't worry. The next stream that comes up, which is gonna be on Wednesday, I'll actually be able to like talk normally because again, currently right now I'm stressed. Tomorrow is gonna be the day where I have to dump everything that I was stressed out, and then well, I'm still gonna be a little bit stressed, but I'll definitely have a lot of load off of my shoulders for Wednesday, where I can actually just talk. I guess I don't know how to explain it. Where I can actually just do my normal thing. And let's see, Thursday, I'm actually gonna be doing a collaboration with Ari. They kind of appear on this. They kind of appear on the streams every now and then. But we're gonna be playing my very first horror game that I've ever played in my world. That I've ever played. And I think okay, so we're okay, so in context, I've never played a horror game before in my life, and I'm kind of one of those people who actually who doesn't watch horror movies in general. Anything horror related. By the way, if you're new here, I know I have this out here as if I'm gonna draw something, but a lot of the times when I do this stream, a lot of the times when I do streams like this, I actually just talk rather than I draw. So be prepared for that. But yeah, I've actually never got to actually, you know what, if we're doing that, hold on. There we go. If we're gonna be doing one of those streams, I'm gonna make the camera go out a little bit more so I can actually, because I like, okay, so one thing, don't look at my socks. Don't look at my socks. Actually, no, you can't look at my socks. They're clean. Don't worry. I don't know if anyone could see my okay, it's a little blurry. Send sock pics. Yeah, these are my socks. But I'm wearing socks right now, but I just have these laying here because I don't know. But okay, but normally when I do streams like this, I actually don't draw too much. I actually just I kind of just talk while I have the well, this is a secondary thing. This is a secondary thing. Yes, I have. Oh my god, you're reminding me I need to get emotes. Yeah, but these are the socks that I don't want to say I normally wear, but I definitely wear these a lot more than I would like to admit. I wear them a lot more than I like to admit. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, going back to what I was talking about, I actually don't really in my kind of life in general, I don't oh wait, when it comes to horror related stuff, I actually kind of avoid it. I don't really want to. Okay, good. I was looking at this to see if you could see a reflection of me, but no, we're fine. But anyway, when it comes to horror kind of things, I actually don't seek it out. And a lot of the times if I watch something that's kind of scary, I actually just don't watch it in general. Like I'll do my best to pretty much avoid horror stuff. The only time I've ever watched horror things, I need to put on a better song. I need to put on a really nice song. But the only time I actually watch, I guess you could call it horror kind of things. The last horror movie that I watched was, I think it was called A Silent Place. But in all honesty, it was more of like a suspenseful type of movie. It wasn't honestly like a very crazy. It wasn't that scary. Usually horror movies sucks, but I feel like horror games are pretty scary. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The horror movies that I would watch, they would be around the range of like it would be like a better action movie, in all honesty. Because I remember when I watched a Quiet Place. If you don't know what A Quiet Place is, it's kind of like monsters had invaded the world, or had invaded Earth. Monsters had invaded the Earth, had basically made the entire population almost extinct. And I guess you could say like 20 years later or something like that, the people who are it's like a apocalypse movie almost, but not really. It's just more of like monsters invaded the world and they wiped out a lot of humanity, but the humanity that was left kind of learned how to adapt to the the environment. And how they adapted is they found out that the monsters that are invading the world are they attack you using sound, and basically all you have to do is just be quiet, and that's it. And the entire movie is kind of like the entire movie. I don't know. It was really well put together, and I guess you could say there was scary moments, but it wasn't. Again, a lot of horror movies are just it's like a thriller. They're a better. It's a better action movie. Yeah, I don't know. I would recommend watching A Quiet Place because like even the ending was there's no resolution, but the ending was pretty nice. I still like it. I actually liked it now. The concept sounds spooky. Yeah, it's actually interesting, honestly. It's not like it's I don't want to say it was directed really well. But things like that, I actually don't seek out horror, like legit horror stuff, because the last time I've ever watched horror in general, like legit horror, was when I think like legit horror things, I would watch. "45 minutes of no drawings." Welcome to the stream. That's how I do it. Oh god, I'm trying to think of the last time I actually watched something that was properly like horror, and I think it was I gotta think about it. I think it was. I had to be about 12. Actually, no, it wasn't 12. It can't be 12. It had to be something when I was a little bit younger. Did you add any new emotes? No, I have not had the time to add any emotes right now. Can you draw a very cute smiley face? Sure. I'll at least do this. I'll at least draw a I'll at least draw one of my characters smiling. I'm gonna use this one. But yeah, when it comes to horror things, I actually don't seek it out. The last time I've ever watched a horror thing was you guys can Google this. I don't know how long ago it was, but I was kind of small, I guess. And it was there's a American TV show called, it doesn't air anymore, but it was called Lost Tapes. And actually I need to have this open. It was called Lost Tapes, and all the entire series on the entire series in general is out on YouTube, because I actually looked at it very recently, and it's called Lost Tapes, and they talk about like I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of like, imagine like Bigfoot, but like it was actually like horror things. Like if Creepypasta was like a TV show, and they went out to seek, if I don't know if they tried to see if it was real, or they definitely staged. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on the thing really quick. They definitely staged the thing to make it look like the things are real. And actually, I can Google it real quick. Hold on. Let me erase. I'm erasing all this stuff. The rascal is drawing. I am. I'm not gonna be drawing for too long though. I'm just drawing random things right now. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna see if I could draw a goat real quick. Well, I'm gonna draw like a legit goat. So hold on. Maybe it depends. I need to find a good song. But if I okay, wait, let me look it up. Lost Tapes airing, last aired. So, wow, really? Okay, so the last horror thing that I've watched, or like legit like actually watched, would be around 2000. According to this, it says 2008. Apparently I have not watched any horror things since 2008. And it's a good reason, because when I was at that time, I was very, I guess you could say I was young. I was kind of young at that time, but at that point I didn't actually have the concept of fantasy versus real life. So a lot of the things that I saw on TV, I actually thought it was real, and it kind of freaked me out, because at that time when I was watching the stuff, um, at the time when I was watching that stuff, I won't go too detailed into what it was, because it's very it's not that it's hard to talk about. It's more of, I don't it's kind of messed up that I don't really want to like kind of I don't want to share it with I don't want to share that kind of stuff with you. It's more messed up that they aired it on TV. But if you watch Lost Tapes, it's the last one that I ever watched, they were talking about, like, it was like a reptilian type. It was a reptilian monster or something that lives in the sewers, and I remember watching it, and I kind of watched a little bit today, not today, not too long ago. I think it was actually the last art stream where I talked about it, and it was kind of messed up because I need to figure out how I want to draw it. We're gonna have your head tilt a little bit. But it's kind of messed up because they portray the thing as if it was like a real type of like scenario. Like they're going out and they're watching. I need to move my camera thing a little bit over, but I can't do that now. But they portray it as it was a real thing, and they're going. It was almost like a ghost hunting, where they go out in like these random places, and then they would try to like film like ghost sightings or something crazy like that. But instead of like ghost sightings, it would be like mythical monsters or something. They would make up something, and it would range from if I remember, it would range from like the Mothman to the lizard man who lives in the sewers, to all the way up to like the devil's something. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of demon or whatever. And they would record it as if it was like nowadays it would be like if you record it off of your phone, and like you just so happen to like edit it. I don't know how to think about it, like a vlog almost, as a phone. But they would cut it down, edit it, and put it into like TV kind of thing. And it was kind of weird, because when I watched it, I thought it was real, and it was messed up because a lot of the things that they like, I don't remember which ones I watched, but I do remember watching the lizard man, whatever, the dude who lives in the sewers. And they went to go exploring inside like the sewer system or something like that, right? And it was like pitch black and it was dark. They have flashlights and they're shining all of that. And at that point, I was already like 2 episodes in. I was already scared from the first 2. So the third one that I was watching right now, I was already freaked out, and it was like midnight for me. I guess it was midnight. It was like 2 a.m. or something. This was like back in 2008, so I don't really remember how long ago, or I can't remember how old I was, or if it was even 2008. But all I remember is that at that time, I didn't really have the concept of, what's real and what's fake. And so whatever I saw, I thought it was real. But what got me was that when they were going through there, they like staged it to where they would get chased or something like that, or they would have like these jump scares where they would like pan the camera. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit back. Hold on. I'm gonna go a little bit back so I can actually use my mans. But they would look at something, right? They would have the camera focused on one point and they would pan it to another side, and it would be like a shock value type thing. Like if I remember correctly, with the lit, I'm not gonna say one of them. Well, maybe I will say one of them, but like oh man, I really don't want to talk about that part. But one, it would range from like kind of like blood on the wall to like it would be okay. It would range from like quick sightings of the monster like looking at them and running away, or like they're like around the corner, to like seeing like blood patterns like scraped on like the walls or something like that. And then it would really escalate towards the end of the series, like towards like the end of the thing, where again, this is all fake, right? But they would show like, I don't know what special effects person they had at that point, but it was really good. And they would show like one of the cameramen that you kind of saw through the thing that would just be like all bloodied up or something like that, because like apparently they got lost or something. And they would like go up to him, they'd be like, oh man, are you all right? And then like he would roll over and he's like, his face is all bloody. Like I don't know what special effects they did, but it looks so realistic that I was like, oh god, I'm watching a dead dude. It would range from that to there were some episodes that I even watched too that they would actually show, again, probably special effects, most likely special effects, because if they actually did do that, I mean that's horrible. But they would show like mangled like dead animals on the show as well. I'm not gonna say which kinds, but like some of them would be like legit like house pets, like, and they would show it on the thing. Most likely it was special effects, but it would be like mangled up or something, like something just horrifying that I watched. And like and this was back in 2008, and like at the time I didn't understand the concept of like what was real and what was fake. And when I watched that, it's messed me up. I couldn't sleep at all because it was terrifying. In my mind, I thought there was a legit sewer monster just like hiding in the sewers, like roaming around, waiting for someone to go in there or kidnap them. I don't know. But that was the last time I've ever watched something like watched or experienced some sort of horror thing. Actually, I don't want to say that's a lie, but now the memories are starting to come back. That was the last time I've actually watched something properly horrifying. And I'm not talking about like meme horrifying, like the back rooms or something like that. Like that, yes, that counts as horror, but it's not really the same as like legit horror. But if I were to really think, the last horror type thing that I did was I went to a haunted house, but I don't. Would you guys count that as being horror? Would you count that as being horror? I definitely. Oh my god, I was actually very scared. I'd never been to a haunted house before, but I was actually very scared when I went there. More of because I don't like the environment. I know everything was fake. I just don't like how. I don't like the jump scares. I hate jump scares. I hate them so much. Because the last time I went to a haunted house was in I think it was around 2017. I have a picture on my phone that I can look up. Is it horror? I don't know if it's horror, but it was a haunted house that was super popular, and my friend wanted me to go. It has to be 2017 or 2018, one of the two. But I went. That was the last time I actually went to a horror house or something horror related, like a haunted house. And I remember the entire time I was with my friend, I was just freaking like, okay, I was trying to strategically go. So it was, if I remember correctly, it was a group of 10 people that went in at a time. And I strategically tried to put myself right in the middle so that there would be like 4 people in front of me or 5 people behind me. Who knows? Or maybe it's reverse. But I would strategically always put myself right in the middle so that that I wouldn't be the one that would get jump scared the most. Because if you're in the front, of the line, obviously you're gonna be the first one to experience some things. But if you're in the back of the line, sometimes the staff would mess with you. Sometimes they would cut, and I'll get to that story in a second. It's sometimes when you're in the back, they'll like catch you from behind. So I would put myself right in the middle, and I would try to like be like, you know, I try to stay calm or whatever. Or I would see what's ahead of me, so I wouldn't get scared. And I remember a lot of the times when I got or something happened, I would grab my friend's shoulders because he would be in front of me, and I'd be like, ah. I'd like grab him, and I would just kind of, I don't want to say it's strangle him, but I would just rattle him. And I would make it even more scarier for him because he is used to doing a lot of horror stuff, right? But the problem is when I do horror with someone else, I've been told that I make the experience worse because I don't want to say I overreact, but like I would get scared easily to where I would just like, again, like my friend, when you go to the haunted house, they're not allowed to touch you. But if something happened, like when they get jump scared, I would grab him. Which would amplify the horrorness to him and make it even more scary because I would scream, he would scream, and then the entire place would scream because no one knows what's happening. But I remember there was one time where I actually got kind of left behind, and I wasn't no longer in the middle, and I ended up going to the back somehow. My memories for doing this thing was kind of messed up. Actually, no. Okay, now that I'm talking about it, I'm actually remembering what happened, and and I'll actually have you know, going to this haunted house was actually one of the times where I almost died in like legit. But I'll get to that in a second. But there was a point in time where I wasn't in the middle no more, and I was kind of put in the like me and my friend was kind of put in the back. I don't remember how it happened, but I remember I was in the back, and I was already at the point where like I don't want to. We're halfway through, and I'm already freaking out. And I remember there was this like one room that we kind of went in. It was like an operating room or something. I saw ahead that one of the people like jumped out in costume and scared all the people in the front, right? And then I was like, oh, okay, like, so that's coming up. And yeah, they came up and they scared me as like, and my friend, like, whatever kind of thing. I was still kind of scared. But as we were leaving the room, there was like a frame, right? There's a frame in the door, and I'm almost out of the room, and the person that just jump scared us, like that I saw before, kind of, okay, so the door is here, right? The exit's right here, and me and my friend are right here, and we're getting ready to like leave or something like that, to leave the room, and my friend crosses the thing, right? So he's out of the room, but here I am right here getting ready to leave the room. And the funny thing is, remember what I was telling you about hi Moo. I'm telling everyone the story of my haunted house experience, which was like from 2017 or 18. But going back to it, I was almost out the door, and the person who kind of jump scared us before, she was back here, and I didn't hear her, but she just full on dead sprinted kind of behind me and slammed herself against the door beside me before I could leave. And that freaked me out that I almost fell on top of my friend and just created a domino effect of everyone falling. But after that, that's when I kind of moved all the way back to the middle because I didn't want to. I don't want to. I hate scary things. I hate being scared. But that was kind of my experience for like horror places. And in all honesty, why I try to avoid doing horror things, because in general, when it comes to me, I'm not really good with handling at horror things. Like I don't want to. I don't know. It's just it kind of freaks me out a little bit because when I'm doing when I'm in a place that's like doing horror or I'm in a situation that's horrifying, there's either two modes that I would have. It's like the fight or flight reaction. In reality, like let's say if I'm in like real life or something like that. In real life, like I will have the fighting reaction, right? But in like a setting where I know it's fake, I don't have the fight or flight reaction. It's just running. I'm running. It's not a haunted house without a domino effect. Someone has to get pushed. That actually leads me to my other story about it. So at the same haunted house, we're getting to like the final stretch of it. Actually, not the final stretch. This is like the ending part of it. The ending part of the haunted house, and the grand finale of the haunted house is they have like this entire massive like inflatable house or something like that they would pump full of like non-toxic smoke. And the final stretch was that you would be chased down by someone. I don't remember who it was. You got chased down by multiple people, and but I want to draw the schematics. But basically, so this entire paper is like the house, right? And then the exit is like up here somewhere. It's like a door or something like that. And the entrance, there's like a big wide entrance. There's a big wide entrance like right here. And the entire thing is filled with smoke. So leading up to it, there's like a little hallway that you and your group would run. They would run because you'd be chased by like 5 different people, all holding like different kind of weapons. Dulled, of course. One had a chainsaw, another one had like a knife. One of them was just a crazy man who would crawl. So we would kind of run, right? Because that's kind of the experience. But you would run into this smoked-filled like house, but they constructed it to where there's like a lot of it was like almost like a warehouse where there was a bunch of shelving and stuff like that strategically placed to where it was a maze. And on top of like it being filled with smoke and like you can hardly see anything, and there's a maze, people would get stuck here for about like, it wasn't a big maze, but they would get stuck in here for about like a good 5 minutes. Or sometimes it would be longer. Like the average person would get stuck there. With me, when the sequence happened, I ran in there, and I got separated from my group because as soon as you go in there, everyone kind of disperse. And so everyone can exit the area like in their own kind of time. But with me, I kept taking the wrong turns, and I kept getting like in like random places where I kept going in dead ends. So like I would go this way, and then I would run this way, and I'd be like, oh, dead end, and I would keep going to the same dead ends, and I just keep going over and over again. And it got to the point that I was the last one to leave the little smoke area, because like everyone else managed to find their way out. But given that there was about 5 people chasing us, like it eventually had it to where all 5 of them was chasing me. And given with me, I would get cornered every single like I can't fight them because obviously if I fought them, it's I already know it's fake, but like, you know, it's the fight or flight response. When it comes to I know that it's fake, it would have to be, you know, this kind of thing. But when it came to that thing, I would immediately get like cornered by every single person. And given that I already have bad seems like a sick haunted house, it was pretty awesome. But the problem is that I currently suffer from upper respiratory problems. So I can go through the haunted house, right, with the smoke and everything, but the problem is that I can't stay in there for that long because I'll start to suffocate. And I started dying. As I was running around, I was actually legit just dying because I kept inhaling just this synthetic smoke, and it smelled, it was like it was a synthetic smoke, but it was really bad because it was so difficult to breathe that I almost passed out. But like I didn't actually pass out. I eventually found my way out. But that's kind of what happened. Like that was my experience when it comes to horror things. And it was okay, right? But in all honesty, like when it comes to horror in general, I try not to. Isn't it water vapor? I don't think it was water vapor because I've been in a lot of smoke places or smoke houses, I guess you would call it. Not in haunted houses, but places where they would smoke the room. And this one had a very plasticky smell to it, and it was a dry kind of smoke. Because I know with water vapor smoke, when you inhale it kind of has like this cooling like down your lungs or something like that. Like you can kind of taste it, you can kind of feel the coolness of the vapor, like it's because it's water, right? But this one, it had like a plastic smelling thing to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a synthetic plastic that you would breathe in, and it would kind of suffocate you a little bit, and it was dry, so it wasn't really water exactly. So I don't know what it was in all honesty, but that stuff kind of was. It basically was making me die. But that's kind of my experience. That was my last experience with anything horror related. Because in all honesty, when it comes to horror, I don't really seek it out. I try to avoid horror things. And going back to the whole thing, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna be streaming with Ari, and we're gonna be playing a horror game together, and it's gonna be one of the very first horror games that I'll ever play in my life, actually. Well, okay, I played one horror game, but I don't want to count that because I've already seen the jump scare for it. I just wanted to have the experience of it. And that game was Iron Lung. It still scared me, but I walked into it knowing what was going to happen. So I'm not going to really count that. Minecraft is a horror game. When I actually, well, have I gotten scared on? I've gotten jump scared on Minecraft many times before. But we're gonna be playing. I don't know how to pronounce it. I kind of made it a running joke between me and them, and it's I don't know what it's called, but I call it what would I call it? I call it plasmophobia. Or unrelated, but are you doing Inktober? I have not seen Inktober. Actually, let me take. What is this year's Inktober? What's this year's Inktober? 2022. I should be doing Inktober. Today's 10th. Krabby Eagle. I would be doing Inktober. The prompts this year aren't that great. Yeah, I'm looking at the prompts right now. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Why is Inktober not that great today? This year. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, you're right. It's not that great. Like match then flame and nest then eagle. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Net. Why is it so bad? What is bad dog? Snack? What is a snack? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, when it comes to Inktober, I don't really look at the Inktober. I look at the different variations of Inktober that have like a... I've never done an Inktober before, not because I don't want to. It's just more of like I wouldn't have the time to. I draw really slow. Like not because I'm talking, but like if I'm just drawing in general, it takes me a long time to draw because I'm always trying to make it perfect in my eyes. What the hell? Yeah, Pink Inktober this year is actually not that great. Yeah, what the hell? Okay, yeah, it's not that great. There's a variation of I think it's called Ponytober or something like that that my friend wanted me to do, but I wanted to do it, but like I just didn't have I didn't have the time to do it this year. Let me see if I can find it. I have to scroll up. Use a pen, then you can't keep erasing and redoing. You're actually right. See, the problem with me is that when I draw, oh man. Actually, I've been kind of actually explaining it a little bit lately to everyone else that very recently I've been a little bit stressed when it comes to drawing, and it's been kind of affecting my entire drawing experience, I guess you could explain. What is this? Yeah, it's been kind of like affecting my entire drawing thing because I showed it to everyone earlier that like the day before I got stressed, or not even a day before, like a week before. Hold on. A week before I drew, not that. Hold on, I gotta find it. Oh my god, it's getting really hot. I'm wearing a lot of layers right now. Not too long ago, I actually drew this, which was at the time really good. I still love it today. It's an illustration, looks nice. I don't know how to shade yet. I'm learning how to shade. But yeah, that's one of them. But then I tried drawing another illustration, and this is when I started getting a little stressed. Not that one, sure. I started getting a little bit stressed because my work has been really rough lately, and like putting stuff on me, so it's been a lot stressful. But this is the next illustration that I was going to be drawing. It's going to be him looking at a friend, and this one's pretty good, right? I mean, it's okay, but it didn't really hit me the same way as it did the other illustration that I was drawing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to redo it. I erased it, but if you can see the little outlines right here, I tried drawing the same illustration, but I kind of moved it up a little bit. And for whatever reason, I wasn't able to recreate what I just drew beforehand. Like, because I'm trying to, at the time, I was kind of doing like a little art, my art style was kind of changing. Rather than drawing a floating mouth, I would draw like the actual jaw and the like I would draw everything like separately. Because I like the floating mouth, but I don't want to do the floating mouth anymore. But for whatever reason, I kind of forgot how to draw it. And you can see a lot of my mistakes right here, where I just constantly erased it because I wasn't able to draw it for whatever reason. And I scrapped that idea. And I tried doing it again, and this attempt looked actually a lot better. But the problem is that I don't know what it is about this part, but something about this in general does not resonate with me well. Like it doesn't hit my standard well. So I'm not erasing it, but something about it just does not work well with me. And from there, I tried drawing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try drawing of one person. I'm going to try drawing one thing. And I tried drawing again. And I ended up drawing in this style, which is kind of like my old style. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. But the problem is that I'm trying to get away from the floating mouth. And I cannot, for whatever reason, draw this and the jaw separately. So I don't know if it's because my stress has like influenced me a little bit or what, or I don't know. I don't know what happened. But something happened in a way where I don't remember how to draw, or I don't remember the technique on how to draw a specific style that I want to draw. and I kind of reverted back to the floating mouth, and that's kind of what's happening with me right now with this current drawing that I'm doing right now. Well, also, this isn't really an art stream. It's supposed to be more of me just talking stream. I got that same problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, also, it's also, I've explained this earlier, where like right now I'm actually stressed right now. So, I'm actually stressed right now. So a lot of the things that I am doing, like I'm kind of running on autopilot right now. So I'm not entirely acting like myself. I'm not entirely acting like myself, but I'm also like I'm not in the right space right now, if that makes sense. Because again, a lot of stuff is on my mind. It helps. I find it helps to try a different subject and come back to it another time. Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to do right now. But currently, again, given that I have a lot of other things in my mind, I don't know what's happening, but I cannot imagine a scene anymore, because normally when I would draw, I would have a scene in my head that I could reference off of. I mean, also using legit references, but I would have a scene that I could like kind of go off of and be like, okay, this is here. Like, for example, I'm gonna keep referencing this picture. That's just my 2 cents. Like, for example, oh man, that's actually, I like that drawing. Not this one. Give me a minute, I gotta find it. Okay, so the drawing that I just showed earlier was a recreation of this drawing, but I didn't have the art skill at the time to draw. I didn't have the art skill at the time to draw. I can't find it. To draw this, because in my brain at the time, this is exactly what I was thinking of, but at the time, this is how my skill was, so I couldn't really do it. So I kind of went back and drew the scene that I originally wanted to draw, and that came out to this. And there's another scene that I wanted to draw, and I'll show it in a second. I'll show this one, not that one. It's this one, where I was gonna have the 2 same characters, like here and here, kind of like looking at each other, because it's supposed to be an illustration from the book that I was writing. And from there, you would actually see like the background of where they live, because in the writing in general that I wrote, the writing doesn't do it enough justice to explain what they live in, because it's such an abstract concept of how they live, or at least the way the town is formed, that I have to draw it. But for whatever reason, I was just having that art block where I could not draw to my current standard. Well, not just that, I cannot imagine. Okay, like for the problem with this, I could imagine it, but I could not implement it into drawing it. And that's kind of the problem that I'm having right now. I don't know if it's because I don't really believe in art block too much, because the wanting to draw is there and the skill is there, but I can't. Something's like, oh, I guess it is an art block, because something is blocking me from drawing it, and I'm assuming it's the stress right now. But hopefully, like how I explained earlier, the stress that I have right now should be, a lot of it should be gone after tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. Now that I'm thinking about it right now, it's definitely stressful. For context, I'm working at a place right now, and a lot of the things that I have to work, I have 3 big projects I have to do that were kind of piled on me at a very short amount of time. They didn't give me enough time to do it, and so I've been trying to work on it for a while, I could have done it at the first time, but at the very last minute they threw on another thing for me that I had to basically, rather than sending 2 good like built projects to like give to them and be like, this is what I have, now I have 3 mediocre kind of things that kind of meet their standards, and it's not even finished right now. It's literally just 3 mediocre things to give to them and be like, oh, it's done kind of thing. Because again, they gave it to me at last minute, and on top of that, Tuesdays are the hardest days for me because I have to basically train. I don't want to say train. It's just more of like, I wasn't originally supposed to train like college students that kind of show up in the facility on how to do certain things, but the place that I'm working with is very open to like new people who are training in college and stuff like that, and like they'll come visit us and like we'll show them hands-on how to do certain things, like filing. It's kind of like a shadow almost, but they actually get to do the work. So it would range from like filling up bottles of medication to going on the computer and looking at prescriptions and stuff like that. Just the very simple things. But the problem is that a lot of the people who I am working with, like who are from the college thing, they do not actually want to work. So I'm kind of piled up on having to do the work and teaching them at the same time. And the past couple of days, the past 2 weeks that have happened, I'm kind of like the only one working there at the point. So I have to do not only filling up prescriptions, I have to also give them out to people, and I also have to take in prescriptions and other things as well, while teaching other people who don't really want to either help or they don't want to do anything. And it's like that for the next like almost 7 hours. And it's very difficult because I can't really do anything because we're short-staffed right now. Because I don't know what happened, but the people who, oh god, I'm even tired out. The people who scheduled our schedule does not know how to schedule and accidentally scheduled a vacation days for too many people. And so now we're just kind of have like, they just want to say they have the experience. Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it because they're there for about like I have about either 2 to 3 people coming in, or 2 to 3 groups that I have to work with because they're only going to be there for about 2 hours at most. And they come in and I would teach them how to do this. Like I would stand there and like, okay, like, so for example, like this is like, we have a tray, right? We have a tray and there's like a little cylinder right here. And then I got my medication bottles right here. Hold on. So this is the tray. I got the medication bottle right here. There's a little tube here. And I got my little spatula. And basically what I would have to be like is, okay, so this is how you fill up prescriptions. You have what they need. Go to the back, or not go to the back, go to the pantry, get out the medication that they have, make sure it's under their name, dump it all out onto the thing, and then you need to count, like this is the medication. You need to slide the medication into the little tray, and then you have to count it to make sure that they're getting the right thing. Because if you don't, you could potentially kill someone. You could potentially kill someone if you don't count it right. And then from there, you put it in the bottle, you put it in the bag, and then you give it to the pharmacist who will check it for you. But they don't double check it. They just make sure it's the right prescription and everything. And then they put it in the system and all that stuff. And I would have to do that and also have to kind of work as a cashier, I guess, as well. I would have to work kind of as a cashier in a way because it's the job that I have kind of does a little bit of everything. I would have to fill prescriptions. I would have to write up drop off prescriptions, and I would have to basically sell people or give people their prescriptions at the same time. How good is your counting then? I mean, in all honesty, the most that you would have to count up to is about like about 30, I guess. 30. I think 90 would be the most, but I have not gotten the medication that has to have to count up to 90. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because I would have to count. So the bottles that we would have, they would only hold like 30 things of medication. So let's say there was a 90-day supply, or like it would be like a 3-month supply. I would have to be like, okay, 30 in here, close it, done. 30, close it, done. 30. There we go. That's really all it is. So I really only have to count up to 30. The liquids are the part where it's a little bit difficult for me, because like I don't know if you can kind of see it, but like my hand shakes really bad. That might be because of stress though. But I like kind of multitasking on like filling prescriptions, especially when it comes to liquids, because you have to put it by the milliliter. And coaching the people how to do it is it's stressful in itself, but it's the okay, your turn, now you do it is the hard part, because now I have to look over them to make sure that they're doing it correctly, like they're putting in the same amount of thing. I don't know how you do it. When I bake or work out, I lose count at 5 to 10. See, that's the thing. Like I just gotten used to it. Because I mean, I guess it's a little stressful, because at that time, like let's say if you have one pill short or one pill over, you could potentially kill the person that you're giving the medication to. I mean, that's a very extreme case, honestly. That's a very extreme case of, like, oh, this dude can die. But the prescriptions that we're giving to people, not all of them are just like, oh, I'm sick, I have to take, any reason you don't measure by weights. That is not for me. So for me, everything already comes kind of pre-measured. Everything already kind of comes pre-measured already. So we'll have like entire rows of like medications and stuff like that. And they have like the types of medication in the bottles. And literally the only hard thing about it is just making it into the, I don't have to make capsules. So I know with a lot of pharmacies, they have like the little capsule making machine where they get the powder, and that's where you have to weigh it. You have to weigh it, and then you have to put the powder in, and then you have to scrape it all into the capsules, and then you got to flip the thing on there, and then like, there's your medication. For us, it's already pre-made. It's already pre-made for us. So all we have to do, a machine makes our thing. Our machine makes our medications. So all we have to do is measure it and make sure it's in the bottle correctly, and then we give it to the pharmacist who double checks it. Honestly, they technically double check it. Oh, actually no, I think they do double check it. It depends who's working at that time. But what's it called? That's basically our thing. We don't have to measure it because it's already pre-measured for us. Like the capsules and stuff are made for us already. But that's the thing. It's kind of like overseeing them, because overseeing them is kind of like a little stressful, because for one, you're not allowed to drop the medication onto the floor, because we take inventory every now and then, and we have to make sure that we have to record every single thing that happens. So if you were to spill like a bunch of medications on the floor, you can't use them. You have to fill out an entire paperwork or something like that, and keep track of, this is what happened to the medication. We cannot use this. We have to dispose it in a certain type of bin, and you have to keep inventory. So I have to keep an eye on them, because if sometimes, very, very sometimes, if you're like counting or something like that, or you try to put the medication into the little container, sometimes it'll jam up and you try like jiggling it a little bit, but it ends up just falling out and sometimes it'll sneakily fall out and it would hide somewhere. And we're not allowed to have a single thing of medication on the ground, or have any medication be missing, because again, a lot of the medications that we're working with, they're regulated in a way. They could be used to be making drugs. They could be used to do. They could be used as just drugs in general, honestly, or it's very dangerous to expose it. And it's kind of scary because I have to keep an eye on them, because if anything happens, then I have to fill out all these forms and stuff like that. But also, the people who I'm kind of teaching at the same time, they're not really listening. They're on their phones, like playing game, or they're like texting their friends or something like that, kind of listening. And so when it comes to their turn, they'd be like, "What do I do?" And it's kind of stressful at that point, because at that point, it's like, okay, you got to do it like this. That's not hard. What's hard is that now I'm on a time crunch, because given that I'm doing everything, there's starting at the front entrance, there's starting to become a line of people waiting to get their medication. And majority of those people who are in line are sick people, so they're already not in the best moods. So it's kind of stressful, because now I have to teach this person how to do this. Then I have to make a decision to either wait for them to, do it properly and then go to them, or I have to trust them, even though I already don't, because they don't know what to do, and go deal with the already annoyed customer that they have to wait. And it kind of gets stressful at that point, because like, on one hand, I would have to either deal with like a Karen who would be really upset that they're waiting in line for too long and basically, cause an outbreak, or I have to worry about the regulation if they do something wrong, because if they do something wrong, then I'm in trouble and I could lose my job, kind of thing. So that's kind of the stressful part. It's that if the Karen has an outbreak, then we're going to be put more behind schedule, and the line is going to get longer, because every minute someone new comes in and kind of waits for there. And we're low on staff already, so it's very difficult to do it. And oh god, it's just so stressful. And I have to deal with that on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And on top of that, I also have to work on things outside of work for work, honestly. But they'll give it to me like very last minutes, so that it's very stressful that I have to do all this stuff. So I guess that's kind of my rant for right now. But yeah, oh jeez, I'm looking at the time right now. I might have to cut the stream. Well, actually, we've already hit our main kind of thing. I might have to cut the stream out for in a few minutes or so, because right now I actually have to do work for that, which is gonna be I need to have by tomorrow. You just gotta get through it tomorrow, then you can have a less stressful day. Yeah. Like, I know that's why I try not to stream on like stressful, or try to stream for long. Because when I'm stressed, I can definitely say for sure that I don't want to say it's the best of me, but I definitely output like the stress to like the stream a little bit, which is not a good thing. But I could definitely say for sure that after tomorrow, I'll definitely be a lot less stressed, and I can kind of return back to normal. Which is why on Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday we're gonna have just a Hollow Knight stream, right? Have fun doing your work. It's already stressful enough, Jesus. But okay, well, I guess we will be wrapping up right now. But on Wednesday we're gonna be doing a Hollow Knight stream. Hollow Knight? Yeah, Hollow Knight stream. I'll be less stressed. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be trying to stream at 4 CDT. That's what I'm trying to hit for, right? But the problem is, again, the problem, like always, is that I'll get really sleepy. I might want to take a nap. But I'm gonna try to be streaming at 4 o'clock CDT. For both Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, I'm gonna be playing my first ever horror game with a collaboration with someone. We'll get to that when that day comes. But we're gonna be playing. I know I'm not gonna pronounce this right. I think it's called Phasmo. Is it Phasmophobia? I don't remember. It's that game. It's the ghost hunting game. We're gonna be playing that game. I don't know if I'm gonna be trying to play on. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do VR. Phasmophobia. What does she call it? She calls it fatsophobia. No, oh wow, that's actually very messed up. Ari, what the hell? Ari, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, but she called. Yeah, I'm gonna call it phasmophobia. I don't know if I'm gonna be trying to do it in VR. I'll see if I can do it in VR. I don't know, honestly. We'll see about it. I know she's going to be doing that game in VR. With me though, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have a VR headset, but I don't know how to use it. Play normal PC first. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Because I have it, but I just don't. When it comes to VR, I'm not really a. Especially since this is my very first. Horror game. I don't know if I want to do it like that. Well, we'll see. Honestly, we'll see. Again, I'm gonna try to stream earlier. I was super late today. But anyway, I think I'm gonna. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. So I shall see you guys on Wednesday because I have to do my work now. I'll see you all on Wednesday.